All right, so this week's newsletter is talking about why we train in all three planes of movement, be it the sagittal plane, the frontal plane, and the transverse plane. So the first thing that we bring up would be functional application, because not everything you do in a daily, and just across your daily tasks or even in sport is only up, down, forward, backwards. So we make sure that we put an emphasis on training in the transverse plane, so rotating the hips across the, rotating the shoulders across the hips, basically splitting that upper half and lower half, and then also moving from side to side, like doing a lateral lunge and whatnot. Because in daily life, I always think about when I'm in a car and I go to back out, being able to brace my abs the correct way, because I don't want to throw up my back just because I reached over my shoulder or something like that. If you're reaching back in your bag, or if you're stepping out and so say if it's icy right now, being able to control, use your adductors, your abductors, so if you slip a little bit, you're able to catch yourself. So that's daily life activities. Like I said, functional application. Next thing is muscle balance. So say if I were to only squat and to only press and only do those things, my muscles are gonna get bigger, my primary movers are gonna get bigger there, but it's easy for me, if you're not basically perfect, to fall out of muscle balance. So if I don't move in different planes of whether it be the frontal plane, so yes, I need my shoulders to press, I use my triceps, stuff like that, but if I don't do this sort of thing, I can fall out of balance and also create injury. The same way if I were to, if I'm trying to build my legs up, so I want to squat, but if I keep doing this valgus knee in which my knee's caving in because my hip rotators aren't strong enough, by doing just banded steps and whatnot, I can only get so strong, and if I continue to do that caved in squat and whatnot, more likely I'm going to present problems with my low back issue, which could have been solved in just training in different planes of movement. Last reason why we train in different planes of movement would be movement efficiency. So if I have spent that time training in different planes and bringing up my muscles that may have been imbalanced, creating a muscle balance, I can move better and under better control. So say if I'm doing a lateral lunge, I don't have to just plot because I built up those muscles to be able to control myself there. The same thing with a rotation. Say if I've had that sort of, if I've been able to understand how to brace my abs, things like only doing a crunch or only a sit-up is not going to be able to get, but if I use my obliques, because if I'm doing a chop or a lift or rotary lift or something like that, those sorts of things allows me to be able to move more efficiently, whether I'm translating that to strength classes or translating that over to conditioning classes. And conditioning classes are much more applicable to what you would consider real life. So the three reasons why we do it is functional application. So just because you don't only go forward and go up and down in daily life. Muscle imbalances to prevent injury and also to advance yourself in strength, and movement efficiency that we've gained from our muscle balances.